Okay, so the motivation. Oh, yeah, so I mentioned yesterday. So, yeah, so this one time we have received 8 freedom, even body qualified and 8 freedom tendencies. Perfectly, nobody. just dancing at the one time. So just one time. So that's really something we have to feel every day. Just one time. As the Lama Tsongkhapa mentioned, the foundation good quality, also Lama Chaba, Penjala Chiyanta mentioned. And then, this doesn't last long. Doesn't last long. This Buddha is like machine, totally like machine. Karma, the breath in and out, in and out. You can't really say how long. It can be stopped anytime. This is like machine. Everything is running, Oh, these organs depend, this function, this depend on that, like the clock, depend on each other, so function. So whole thing, on the whole thing, they said that because there's a niti 23,000 bacteria or 23,000 or cell mentioned. Microbacteria, yeah, a sentient being. But there's some, I think that's what you're supposed to have. But there are some things which harm to you. There are some things which you need, which help you. I mean, this is your karma. So anyway, so very interesting. It's like machine, Why it is working? By karma. Why it's working? How long the breath lasts, everything functioning. Karma. It's a karma. But then, yes, you go now, but how long it can last? It can function. It can be stopped any time. It can be stopped any time. Breathing in and out can be stopped any time. That's the reality. That's the reality. If you think, well, there's no way to relax. I do retreat, I do Dharma practice when I become very old. When I finish everything, when I finish building the house, when I finish touring, world tour, first enjoy world tour, go everywhere. I come back, then I practice. Then I study. Well, I'm just giving an example. Yeah. Read that's the talk without knowing about life, your life. Very, very dangerous. Very risky. Anytime can be stopped. You go to bed, next morning the body becomes corpse. You go out for shopping, dead, come back, corpse. You go to hospital for treatment, you come back, corpse. This body becomes corpse. You go to toilet, at least 3 students I know died in toilet Not the way you do caca, but in the bathroom. So I don't know the Chinese nun in Kama land, died in the bathroom. I don't know how many days ago, but some blood came out, but I don't know. Then the Iran lady, very, very kind lady, very, very kind lady. But she drink much alcohol, then many times she comes here intoxicated. So the husband is very good for many years. But then she's got depressed for years. So he has to marry with some other lady. They agreed. She understands what he needed that. So the friend with it agrees. Yeah. So is international bank manager or something. Very kind lady. So she died in the bathroom, slept out. I think in America. So then one girl from Malaysia, her name is Sarah.
Sun.
Huh?
Sun.
Huh?
Her name was Sun.
Sun, Sun. Young lady. She really wanted to be ordained nun so much. So then Kanla she didn't trust her much because she was young, so totally not stable. So she came for that, and then she died. On the bathroom. That's what I know. What that I know. Anyway, so one day like that, so you start something and not finish, it does happen. So anyway, you start eat food, drink tea, not finish that. So anyway, you start write letter to somebody, not finish. So at the very end, there were maybe two ladies, the last letter, but forgot to write their name. Very well. I think there's one. I have one old pen friend. He's a member of Buddhist in England. Buddhist organizer in England. Then there's another one, I think, maybe our first nun, Jina. She sent a letter to Samsara, Lama, but I think she didn't have her name. Anyway, so reality like this, any time, how long this breathing in and out can last, I cannot really say. You don't have control of that. So therefore, while you have this breathing in and out, do the best in your life. Best means making your life most beneficial, meaningful. But what the best is making the life most beneficial for the sentient beings. That's if you have bodhichitta, no question. If you have bodhichitta realization, no question. Best. But however, with effort, live life with bodhichitta. So possible, walk with the bodhichitta, eat with the bodhichitta, sleep with the bodhichitta. So everything is as much to do with the bodhichitta. So that's, we have to try, study with the bodhichitta, do as much possible, as much as we can do. So, whatever you're doing, then try to do with the Buddha as much as possible with the bodhichitta. You see, even it's effortful bodhichitta, not effortless. So very important. Besides then, maintain on lambrim every day. You know, the effortful or effortless. Toward realization, or step by step. Lambrim, you see. So, correctly devoting word to the friend, seeing the Guru Buddha by looking at Buddha through quotations or logics, and then at that. Then the renunciation, bodhichitta, foundation of tantra. Then that tantra, you see. Then you have so since your mind is more, if you realization bodhichitta, of course, then tantra. So that. So since you see, the main practice is two bodhicittas, absolute bodhicitta and conventional bodhicittas. One is, total enlightenment. Total achieving. The two wishes. Bodhicitta two wishes. Then total achieving with wisdom. Then four sentient beings, compassion. So that's what one is on says. So that, and then we see the emptiness, the right view. All that, those two are the two should be the two basic practice in your life. Two basic practice. Then you see, if you do that, then everything's okay. Then everything's okay. Every day, goodbye, doctor. So, true bodhicitta, absolute Buddha comes to a day, then goodbye problems. Goodbye problems of life, emotions, all the problems. Goodbye. No. This is goodbye, Samsara. That's it. Okay. So, what in the East and the West, especially the West, depression, wow. Millions people, so much is suffering, but the mind, there's the body problem. So all that, goodbye. Okay. All right. Not only you achieved even the ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara, but real purpose of life is to not harm, benefit even to one sentient being. So from there, numberless sentient beings, numberless helpless, hungry animals, human beings, sura beings, asura beings, inner beings. Free them from suffering, bring them to enlightenment by a son. Therefore, you need to achieve enlightenment. Therefore, listen to this, okay? So I said a few words. So I mentioned in the past, but I think I mentioned here. I don't remember when. So so important to know. So important to know this samsara pleasures are suffering or change to meditate that really wow. That's very important. I think people, in my view, I don't think the people students have been too much of that. It's just my Mickey Mouse mind, you know. I can't say, but people must the suffering pain and not went to other samsara pleasures nature suffering not much, and then special previous become part of suffering. I think generally I'm not speaking all the students. They're experts who started master basic program. You know, even without that, they themselves in the monastery, whatever. But generally, the third one, the most important. This is the suffering for samsara, from where you should be free from. What that you really everything free from is that third. Then you become free from two other sufferings. Suffering is pain, suffering change. So anyway, wow. So you know, the essence moderation the 탐해줄 시스템을 쓰는 소가 따라다비 크로디 가외 찬더도 로바네 아메트네스 소가 따라다비 크로디 this samsara like prison so so difficult to bear this samsara so difficult to bear like prison gawe tantar lapane you renounce the thought looking at it beautiful park. So yesterday one day was from each day people going to west, or they look at it like a pure land, or like sort of say because their suffering will change. They don't know the suffering, so they look at the pure happiness, you know. So like that, you see. Those, and then when they are there, then they come to know. You see, as I mentioned yesterday, introduced. So, you know, then in the West, they pray. I heard they pray whole life to be born to see Taiji. They pray whole life, like Himalayan, Nepal, Tibet. They pray to be like also Japan or other China to be born in Amitabha Pure Land. So it's like that they pray like to be born Tahiti. I heard people pray to be born or to see Tahiti. Yeah, Tahiti, Goa, then what else? Hawaii, then? Huh? What?
California.
Huh?
California.
California. Then? New York? No.
Yep.
Huh?
people.
Some people.
Yeah. Greece, Italy.
Yeah? Greek,
Or Italy.
Italy. For pizza. For some people, Africa.
Maybe.
For some people, Hellrealm.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So like that is look at the Jaipur Park. Gabe Chalter abandoned that thought. That hallucination in the mind. You see. That hallucination. I think I did introduce it about emptiness. It came out. Just subtle part I mentioned. So you see, then after you think emptiness, wow. Then total hallucination. You see. So so without this imprint, negative imprint left on the continual conscience from beginningless rebirth by ignorance, led by ignorance. So without that, you see, then by seeing for example, by seeing the aggregates, for example, the environment forms khada, suji form of aggregate of form, aggregate of feeling, cognition, compound aggregate, then consciousness. I guess so. At the round we are fine. So, but depending by there's a base, leveling base, I guess. Then the thought focusing on the agate. The base as the doctor, the phenomena which is labeled I. Phenomena which is labeled I. So we would focus the base to be labeled agate. Then that merely labeled. Then that merely labeled I. Then that merely labeled I. So then you see, as soon as mere level I, the thought, the phenomenon which is labeled. When that happens, that is how fine is extremely fine, most unbelievable fine, so subtle. It's not that I doesn't exist, but I exist. exists, but its light doesn't exist. So it's a cool way to introduce the I, how it is in reality. Easy way to understand. It exists, but its light doesn't exist. A little subtle. So right after the second, then you see, right after the second, then so if there was no negative impression left by the ignorance on the continuation of the conscience, you see, then decorating the I just now merely imputed. You see, that decorated on that truly existence, existing from inside, is by nature the real one. So projecting that, decorating that, wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen. So then the concept is after it appeared truly exist from its existed by nature, or real one. Then concept, believe me, the true, this is real, the true. Believe me, hold on that. Just hold on that. Oh, that's ignorance. As you are creating the ignorance, you are already creating the ignorance. You are creating the root of samsara. That's right there. You are creating the root of samsara. Right there. Root of samsara. Root of all the suffering. You create right there. Oh, that's self-concept. That's self-concept. Wrong concept. Oh, that is ignorance. Denze mariba. Ignorance. Holding. I truly exist. So this doesn't happen. So this wouldn't happen. You see? Yeah, we project, decorate, rely, is not there. So then concept, this soul concept, oh, this is true. Oh, is this from this? True. Not there. Doesn't last. Root of samsara. Your root of samsara doesn't last. This is cause of diarrhea, cause of headache, to the depression, all the sufferings. Suffering, pains, suffering, change. But it was come out of suffering. From where to rise. Not there! See? So, now, you see, like that, I'm using this Dhamma. So, all the rest of samsara happiness. I mentioned the other day, you see, how samsara happiness, if you really check, it's all base, it's all suffering. Remember I told you, so, and then label, pleasure, and then all the projection happened, made it real, then you believe, oh, this is real, So all problems created by your mind. Nothing exists from its own side. So that's very clear. The whole thing is suffering through the mind. So therefore, recognize study of the mind, study of the right mind, who is wrong. So important. Okay. So you see, similar. Yeah, all the samsara pleasure. This, so the basis you check is all suffering. So your hallucination mind very rapid. Pleasure there. So you check the pleasure. So you see, those places, for example, those places there, or pleasure, wow. So you label, your mind label. Your mind, you see, meaning British, but you're not sure, but you don't know. So you see, the negative imprint that the contents decorate real, all this real color, true extent, exist from exists by nature, real one. So going to those places. So same thing, drug, sex, what? I don't know what else. Going to see different country, mountain, I don't know what else. Going to individual, there's a pleasure going to, different things, what person wants. So see, so in the reality, so there's a real pleasure there. There's a hallucination. All are hallucination. So all these drugs, alcohol, sex, everything, hallucination. So being in those countries, so yeah. So there's no pleasure from his own side. We think there's pleasure from there. So in the reality, there's nothing from there at all. Totally non-existent from there. You see, in the reality like this. So is that. So, yeah, so basis, what's that? Suffering. Yeah, that's the other thing. So that's in the Lama Chapa. So Gawe Chandra abandon the mind, seeing the samsara, the life presence is so difficult to be here. They're looking at it, a beautiful park, looking at it like a joyful park. All that. So that was, so you can see all this. All this, you recognize all these hallucinations. You recognize all these hallucinations as it is hallucination. Look at illusion is illusion. A dream is dream. Both. Look at this. Look at this. Hallucination. Oh, there, you see. When you look at the hallucination, then you're not looking at the beautiful park. If you're looking beautiful, you're not looking hallucination. You're not looking at that. Then you don't look at the dream is dream, then you think the dream is real. Then that's all the problem comes. Anger, ignorance, attachment, all the delusions. So that's it. So okay, we stop here. Did all the past, the best, the man, the May the Bodhichitta generate and the heart all the sentiments on all the happiness, all the enlightenment, every sentiment. The baby generated in the heart all the sentiments in a second. And they were generated in English. Chanjo, Sanjo, Rinpoche, Mate, Panum, Jejoji, Jeba, Nyamba, Mebai. Kone Gondo Bavar Show. Didn't get now. Imdi so dera sia dota ameba ta junde tende lua meba ni peza game to tawa ye lo tro konde to para jinje ro then guys, when all the people died, virus, then that, also then, all the benefactors, all the students and everything, okay? Teraba kundu jawa tonga tejo shinye ngoson tebet jawa ngabe lamza denila keje tayan towa amanjote. Mecho namdara tangme timdan de la jinen jase jebe nindo jadon chege rimni nanjur lo zo jawe dan jawara yo. Yeah, then culture. Yeah. All the sick people, things. Yeah, we did the prayer from the shelter. Chapter Gundala on dedication. Sentient Nepal, Chinya, Panyoto, Anele, Tajud, Duen, Nenama, Lua, Bata, Tua, Juma, Amaba, Jawa kundu ayang da lama dang da me zhi ba la long zhi sa da lam jie yuan de ra zo ne do zhi chang ge go ba nyu do yu. Những cái là realize do all the past the best may we realize every sentient being, every mosquito, every tiny insect, worms or flies or to realize that each one much more precious than the whole sky filled with dollars, filled with the billions of dollars, which can enjoy. Again, able to fulfill the wishes of all sentient more than which can do. Able to fulfill the expectations of sentient being more than which can treat. Okay. Then due to all the past, the best of which are married, collected by numberless and then being numberless Buddha. And the sentient being who see me, hears me, remembers me, touch me, no, then any sentient being that I see, remember, just by that, may all their suffering be pacified immediately. And receive all the happiness, enlightenment, immediately. Due to all the past, best of which are married, chocolate, baby, three diamonds, chocolate, band numbers, and band numbers. Marriage collected, but meal level about the mind. And I was the middle level about the mind. Achieved the Buddhahood, which is the middle level by the mind. Lead all the sentient beings who are middle level by the mind. lead to the Buddhahood, which is merely labeled development. Merely labeled development. By myself alone was also merely labeled development. Jamal Bhavachita Jambata Kunda Sambotiyan de Jinjata Kunji Jitan Daloje Gawa Didadanjara Dungo to the Jibi Jawatan Jungo Akala to the Navai Dagave Zawatikinya Sambo Juje Ratu Ngoji Jete Kamande Ayade Malem Kale Sayambe Yes No Kaide Jazu